Welcome, racing fans, to Motorsports Radio, Channel MR5, home of motorsports talk, and this is the Weekend Edition. And only one race this past weekend, Xfinity Series. We spoke about it on Monday, Mid-Ohio Challenge, and winner Justin Marks, the 42 Chip Ganassi Racing Chevrolet. So it was a boring race, but now we got some good racing. We have a truck race last night on Wednesday, which we'll be talking about at 7:25. So we're doing two shows today. So we're going to talk about the truck race at 7:25 on Channel MR3. Tonight, driver standings, racing news, and this weekend's racing schedule. Motorsports Radio runs seasonally from February through November. Contact information is available at communityradioli.com. Alright, so now no changing in the Sprint Cup Series since they didn't race last weekend, but here we are. Just to review it, Brett Keselowski currently the points leader, Kevin Harvick in second, Kurt Busch third, Kyle Busch in fourth, Carl Edwards in fifth place. Sixth place is Joey Logano. Denny Hamlin in seventh place right now with 620 points. Martin Truex Jr. in eighth place with the 78 car, 612 points. Matt Kenseth in ninth place. In 10th place, it's Jimmy Johnson, the 48 machine, with 578 points. So from 11th through 15th place in order, it's Ryan Newman, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, Jay McMurray, and Kyle Larson. 16th through 20th place is Trevor Bayne, Casey Kane, Ryan Blaney, AJ Allmendinger, and AJ Allmendinger and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 21st to 25th place is Dale Earnhardt Jr., Paul Menard, Greg Biffle, Danica Patrick, and Clint Boyer. For the NASCAR Xfinity Series, driver standings as follows. All right, and it starts with Elliott Sadler still in first place. Daniel Suarez in second place, the 19 car, currently with 675 points. Ty Dillon still in third with 667 points. Last week he had 629. Eric Jones in fourth place. Justin Allgaier in fifth. Sixth place right now it's Brandon Golan. Brandon Poole in seventh place with 618 points. Brandon Golan had 573. Actually, he bumped up to seventh. He's still in seventh place. Eighth place, Brandon Jones. Darrell Wallace Jr. in ninth. And in 10th place, it's Ryan Reed, 526 points, driving the number 16 machine. Now, Ryan Siege, from 11th to 15th place, it's Ryan Siege, Blake Koch, Ross Chastain, Dakota Armstrong, Jeremy Clements, 16th through 20th place, it's J.J. Yelly, Garrett Smithley, Ryan Preece, Ray Black Jr., and B.J. McLeod. Then from 21st to 25th, Jeb Burton, Joey Gase, Justin Marks, David Starr, and Mario Gosselin. For the manufacturer standings in the Xfinity Series, Toyota in first place with 875 points, Chevrolet in second, Ford in third, and Dodge in fourth with 232 points. And for the Sprint Cup Series, Toyota, Chevy, and Ford first, second, and third. Now, Camping World Truck Series, since that just changed as of the last night's race, which was actually a fun race. You know, I mentioned last week when I was talking about that race at Mid-Ohio. It was like it's pulling teeth trying to get through it. And I said this weekend we have some fun racing. He had some fun racing last night at Bristol Motor Speedway. He got some fun racing coming up on Friday night and on Saturday night. So there you go. And we'll fill you in on what happened in case you miss it. So, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series driver standings. Here we go. William Byron, still the points leader with the number 9 truck, driving the number 9 Toyota Tundra, 349 points. Daniel Hemrick in second with 312. Johnny Sauter in third place, driving the 21 machine. Timothy Peters in fourth. Christopher Bell in fifth. Matt Crafton in sixth. And Ben Kennedy, who won his first career Camping World Truck Series race last night, driving the double 33. He's in seventh place right now, 287 points. John Hunter Nemechek in 8th place. Cole Custer, 00 in 9th, and Tyler Reddick in 10th place. The 29 truck, 270 points. Tyler Reddick was the pole sitter on Wednesday night. From 11th through 15th place in order, it is Cameron Healy, Spencer Gallagher, Ben Rhodes, Ricky Abreu, Austin Wayne Self. 16th through 20th place, it's Tyler Young, Trevor Bayne, Parker Kilgman, Brandon Brown, and John West Hemley in 20th place. Then from 21st through 25th, it's Ryan Truex, Jordan Anderson, Austin Hill, Tommy Joe Martin, and Kaza Gala in 25th. And manufacturer standings for the Camping World Truck Series, Toyota first place. Chevrolet is in second, Ford in third, and Ram in fourth. Toyota with 455 points, Chevrolet with 415, Ford with 356, Ram is with 8. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. Now we can get into some nitty gritty, and I found this cool article here, and I have a link up at Community Radio. There's this article on BeyondTheFlag.com, some job posting. So if someone's out there and maybe want to get a job at NASCAR or one of the racing teams, here it is. Now, there's a button I put on CommunityRadioLI.com. So if you scroll down to the Motorsports Radio section, you'll see NASCAR Jobs button. Okay, now, so I took the liberty. So you click that button, and it's going to bring you to the exact article in which I found this information. And it was on BeyondTheFlag.com. But so the season is creeping towards the postseason. However, there are still some job openings. Obaka Racing, NASCAR Xfinity Series, which in the Obaka Racing, which fields the 77 and the 97 car, the 77-97 teams, they're looking for a PR person. Able to conduct and produce interviews with drivers. They want someone that can take pictures, put together some promotional materials for social media. Also, they want someone to handle their Twitter account, their Twitter page. Weekly traveling is required, and it's careers@obaka.com. That's OBAIKA.com. And I have a feeling I mispronounced that. But anyway, ticket operations manager is needed. This is at the Gateway Motorsports Park. And with this position, there is they prefer someone with a bachelor's degree to handle tickets. Well, it's the ticket up manager. So the ticket operations manager reports to the director of events. Okay, and must have 2 to 3 years experience. Job requires standing, walking, and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know any job that doesn't require standing and walking. GatewayMSP.com/careers. All right. I'm actually standing right now. A lot of people know that. A lot of radio stations prefer that the personality stands instead of sit. In fact, Mark Samoan from WOR 710, he's got a nice little setup in his studio. And because when you stand, you're more energetic. When you sit, you slouch too much, and you kind of not sound too good. Although, if you are sitting, they prefer that the radio guy sits at the edge of the seat. But I like standing because, and anyway, so we got this really new microphone right here, which I purchased a couple weeks ago. $180. It's the Blue Yeti, and this thing rocks. And it weighs like at least 50 pounds. I don't know if it's 50 pounds, but it's heavy. It's got a whole bunch of buttons on it, a mute button, gain control, and it's cool about this microphone is if you're interviewing somebody, you could set it up so 2 people could talk to it at the same time, and it'll pick up 2 people from either side. You can even set it up to pick up voice from all over the room, which is cool for like if you're a recording artist and you're playing music and stuff. So it's the Blue Yeti. It was $150 at Guitar Center, and I fucked over the extra $20-something for warranty because the girl was like, "Well, you might spill coffee on it or something." I'm like, "All right." You convinced me. So it's the Blue Yeti mic, and it's pretty neat. But if anyone is looking for a blue snowball mic, I got one here, so I'll let you have it. All right, so now there's some NASCAR openings. Manager of Policy and Research. Now, Manager of Policy and Research is responsible for a bunch of stuff: identifying, analyzing, tracking public policy, political issues. Which, if you've been following NASCAR, Brian France came out and said he's supporting Donald Trump. And Donald Trump had a press conference a couple weeks ago when he actually mentioned NASCAR. So there you go. And he says, "I love NASCAR." Anyway, political issues, data stuff. Data-related related data that's relevant to NASCAR and the motorsports industry and stuff. So it's www.nascar.com/careers. And also, an opening for this also with NASCAR, opening for coordinator, facility operator, technician, pit road tech, and a bunch of other stuff. And that was at beyondtheflag.com. And yes, there is a link, communityradioLI.com. Click on the NASCAR Jobs button located in the Motorsports Radio section at Community Radio. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. It's community radio. We're serving the community. And no, it's not public access. Community radio. Nothing is speaking of public access. This guy has a show, Long Island Need for Speed, and it's my new favorite show. And so far they've been showing races from Middletown, New York, sprint cars and such. So it's a really cool stuff. I think it's on Wednesdays or Thursdays. I think on Wednesdays because I was watching it last night, and it's 2 hours of just racing and sprint car racing and modifying the stuff. So it's pretty neat. I'm trying to get a hold of this guy, So definitely a lot of racing heads in New York, believe it or not. Long Island and upstate, New York City. I don't think they're into racing too much, although they do drive like they're racing in New York City. The 48 Sprint Cup team has changed their front tire changer, Cameron Wool, who had spent 3.5 years with HMS. Hendricks Motorsports, number 48 team, of course, Jimmy Johnson, we all know that. Kevin Vaughn is actually leaving to move to Colorado. The new front tire changer will be Kevin Novak, who is from Roush Fenway Racing. Ryan Blaney's number 21, Woods Brothers Racing Ford, will be sporting, this is a cool one, a Virginia Tech paint scheme at Saturday night's Sprint Cup race at Bristol. So there you go, go Hokies. And there's that Virginia Tech and Tennessee game that's set, I think, for September. They're going to play some college football in the infield at Bristol, which is going to be pretty neat right there. So, as a reminder, College Sport Check returns on Wednesday, August 31st. All right, what else we have for you today? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Power Rankings. Time for Motorsports Radio's Power Rankings update. Bristol information source, NASCAR. All right. So here's the big 20 drivers to look out for. 1 through 5, Brett Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Joey Logano. 6 through 10, it's Carl Edwards, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Truex Jr., and Tony Stewart. 11 through 15, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, and Austin Dillon. Then 16 through 20th, it's Jamie McMurray, Casey Kane, Trevor Bayne, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Chris Buescher. So there is the power rankings heading into Bristol. And speaking of Bristol this weekend, as mentioned, Bristol Motor Speedway, Thunder Valley, the world's fastest half mile, the last great Coliseum, 151 Speedway Boulevard, Bristol, Tennessee, 37620, capacity 146,000, half mile of concrete, well actually it's 0.533 miles, 4 turns, bankings at the corners between 26 and 30 degrees, and at the straights it's between 6 and 10, and of course there's the drag strip there, and again, the truck race last night, and we're going to talk about that starting at 7:25, okay, on channel MR3. Okay, so now fellow racing fans, Motorsports Radio proudly presents the official Motorsports Radio racing schedule. Okay, so as I mentioned, 1 truck race in the book, but 2 more races coming up, and first it's going to be the NASCAR Xfinity Series racing on Friday night. It'll be tomorrow night, 3 p.m., hold on, it's not 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Time on USA and PRN, okay? 8 o'clock, all right? But chime in at 7:30. It's going to be on USA tomorrow, okay? And Saturday's race is going to be on NBCSN. So I'm just going to fire up the NASCAR app to make sure that it's actually, I want to make sure I'm giving you the right times. But this is going to be the Food City 300 with 300 laps scheduled. And, all right, so here we go. Yes, 7:30, ladies and gentlemen. So tomorrow, TV coverage beginning at 7:30. And that's going to be Xfinity Series, Food City 300, USA, and PRN. Then Saturday night racing, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday night. And that's going to be for the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race. 500 laps, so you know it's going to be a long night on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be on NBCSN and on PRN. Also, there is some IndyCar action on Sunday. Okay, that's going to be Pocono Raceway for the ABC Supply 500, 3:09 p.m. Eastern Time, NBCSN, and on Sirius XM. All right, so there you go. So Xfinity Series tomorrow night, 7:30 on USA. Sprint Cup Series action on Saturday night at 8 o'clock on NBCSN. All right, and that's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I believe